Good morning, children. Welcome to the chemistry online class. Hope all are doing fine. Children, as you know, our chapter soil was completed. So today we can revise this chapter.
We know soil is an important natural resource. It helps in the growth of plants by holding the roots and supplying water and nutrients. Soil is essential for agriculture, which provides us food, clothing, and shelter. And soil is a habitat for several organisms like ants, earthworms, snails, centipedes, millipedes, snakes, rats, beetles, etc. Next, we learned about the formation of soil. Soil is formed by a process called weathering. The soil is formed by the breaking down of rocks by the action of wind, water, and climate is called weathering. Soil contains humus. The rotting dead matter in the soil is called humus. For example, dead rotting leaves or animals. Next, we learned about soil profile. A vertical section through different layers of soil is called the soil profile. The layers are called horizons. Each layer is different in texture, color, and chemical composition. We have 4 horizons: A horizon, B horizon, C horizon, and bedrock. First is A horizon. It is called the topsoil, which is dark in color. It is soft, porous, and can retain more water. This provides shelter for many living organisms like worms, rodents, moles, and beetles. The roots of small plants are embedded entirely in the topsoil. Next is B horizon. It is called the middle layer. It contains lesser amount of humus but more of minerals. It is hardened and more compact. Next is the C horizon, which is the third layer. It is made up of small lumps of rocks with cracks and crevices. The last layer is the bedrock, which is hard and difficult to dig with a spade. Next, we learned about types of soil. There are mainly 3 types of soil: sandy soil, clayey soil, and loamy soil. Sandy soil is made up of greater proportion of big particles like sand. They cannot fit closely together, so there are large spaces between them. These places are filled with air. Therefore, in this type of soil, water absorption is very high as the water passes quickly through these spaces. These soils are light, well aerated, and dry. Next is clayey soil. Clayey soil is made up of relatively higher proportion of fine particles. Unlike sandy soils, these soils have very less space between the particles. Because the particles are smaller in size, water can be trapped in the tiny gaps between them. Clay soils are heavy and hold more water. And the third type of soil is loamy soil. Loamy soil is a mixture of sand, soil, and silt. Silt particles are present between the sand and soil particles. It also contains humus and it is therefore considered as the best for growth of plants. And the percolation rate is between that of sandy soil and clayey soil. Next is properties of soil. There are mainly 3 properties of soil: percolation rate of water in the soil, moisture content in the soil, and absorption of water by the soil. First is percolation rate of water, which means how fast the water passes through the soil. Water percolates faster through sandy soil and slower through clayey soil. The rate of percolation of water can be calculated by using the formula rate of percolation equals amount of water by percolation time. Next is moisture in the soil. Soil contains moisture. The amount of moisture is different in different types of soils. Clayey soil contains most moisture and sandy soil contains least moisture. Next is absorption of water by soil. In sandy soil, the absorption of water is very less because it is unable to hold water. But in clayey soil, the absorption rate is very high because it can hold more water. The rate of absorption of water by the soil can be calculated as absorbed water by poured water into 100. Next, we learned about soil and crops. Depending on the soil, landforms, and climate, different crops grow in different parts of India. Clayey and loamy soils hold more water, so cereals like wheat and gram grow well in such soil. Rice needs a lot of water, so it grows best in clayey soil. Masoor and other pulses grow better in soils that drain water, so loamy soil is better for these crops. Cotton needs even better drainage, so loamy soil that has more sandy particles in it is good for cotton. Next, we learned about soil pollution and soil erosion. Soil pollution is caused by plastics, chemicals, pesticides, and other waste products. Soil erosion is a natural process. The carrying of soil from one place to another by water and wind is called soil erosion. The main causes of soil erosion is deforestation. Deforestation is the removing vegetation from the land in an uncontrolled manner. Soil pollution and soil erosion can be reduced by avoiding use of plastics, treating of waste and chemicals before releasing into the soil, reducing use of pesticides, afforestation, which means planting more trees.
So that's all for today's class. I hope all of you understood today's revision class. Go through the video URL, attend the test questions. Download the textile exercise questions and study well. Read the lesson well. See you in the next class. Thank you, children.